Hey guys, what is up? Swarm and bainbrandon here today. Here with a little minor volcanic rulings, if you will. I have encountered too many problems on Dueling Network, and not mostly in real life, but just too many problems on, mainly Dueling Network with this. And, because not many people play this deck, and just people just kind of suck at this deck. So I thought I would make a little ruling video for you guys. Well, ruling per se, but just help explain some of these things. So I guess we'll start with reload. I have not had a problem with reload, but one person I faced did tell me that reload was a cost, and it is not a cost. I can confirm that it's not a cost. And you can use both effects per turn. Because it just says you can use this effect to Blaze Sailor once per turn. It doesn't say you can only use one effect, where if I search Shadow Mist, this card will say you can only use one Elemental Hero Shadow Mist effect per turn and only once that turn. So you can use both of these effects just in case that becomes a little confusing for some people. So like if you want to go reload, sure, Magic Planner, reload Engrave, yeah, you can do that. So, or if you already have an Engrave and one on the field, you can do both. So I've never had a problem with that, but the main thing with this card is that a lot of people say like it's a cost. It's not a cost. So yeah. Next up is Shell, Volcanic Shell. This is a problem I have had just recently, and it was really annoying because this was against a Volcanic player, and I was just so frustrated when this happened. So let's go ahead and read Volcanic Shell's effect. It states that once per turn, you can pay 500 life points, add one Volcanic Shell from your deck to your hand. This card has to be in the grave to activate and resolve this effect. So to start off, Volcanic Shell is a cost. Not sure many people know that. That's not like a big issue, but it is a cost. So if you're going to activate the effect and your opponent like activates Mistake, or if you're facing Satellars and they go Alpha, like it is a cost. So you do have to pay 500, regardless if you actually adding or not. But pretty sure most of you will know that. But the problem I had was my opponent, this is what happened. So I activate reload during his turn. I ditch a shell during his turn, and then it's my turn. So I draw for turn, and I'm like, okay, activate shell's effect Engrave. He says, okay. I add another shell to hand. So I had, one Engrave. Let's say that's Grave, and I just added, I can't put in the extra, but I just added one to hand. So let's just say, this is my hand, and don't know where my other shell went. So I just added one to hand, and like this is say in the deck, and I use reload because I had to face up reload. I'm like, all right, ditch the other shell, draw for turn, and I'm like, okay, second shell Engrave, and I go and add the third shell to hand. He then at that point tells me no, and I said, okay, well, what's your response? And he ended up telling me that I could only use shell's effect once per turn. And I was pretty confused by that statement because I didn't really understand what he was trying to tell me. Oh my god, this is one. I just didn't understand what he was trying to tell me. And then he basically ended up saying that I couldn't do it twice in a turn. I think it was what he was trying to tell me. I don't know. That's what I inferred. But the thing he didn't realize is that I had two Engrave. So if I have two Engrave, I can use both. Because it doesn't state where let's just say Shadal Beast says you can only use one Shadal Beast effect per turn, only once that turn. So you can only use Shadal Beast effect once. That's it. Once you use it, that's it for the turn. No more. But Shell does not have that effect. It does not state on the card you can only use this effect of Volcanic Shell once per turn and only once that turn. So that was really frustrating. And he went on and on. He called me a noob, and I thought that was pretty amusing, but I don't know, I was pretty frustrated. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have for Shell. So yeah. Now moving on to Volcanic Scattershot. So a couple things on this. When I faced a Satellar Knight player with this, he ended up Satellar Nova alpha'd my Volcanic Scattershot destruction effect, but he didn't take 1500 damage, which I didn't understand. So if basically like the destruction and the damage are two different effects in this card. Like it's not a 2-in-1. Like they're literally two separate effects in the card. But yeah, so you will still take damage if you somehow like negate the destruction effect, but I don't know. Or you soul charge or whatever. So yeah, Volcanic Scattershot. What's the next thing? Oh, yes. So this was another really frustrating situation because as my opponent was playing Volcanics, and what he ended up doing was he summoned Firehand, right? And I said, okay, on the summon, I'm going to activate Reload. And he said, okay, that's all good. And oops, sorry. What was that? That was weird. Sorry. I really got off there. Sorry, guys. Something's up with my computer. All right, let's get back to point. As I said, he summoned Firehand. I'm like, okay, activate Reload and the main phase. He said, okay, so I ditched Scattershot, send the other two, and he sends Fire and Engrave. And he clicks on my rocket because I had to face a Volcanic rocket, and he tells me destroy. And I'm like, what is destroying this? I'm like, you do understand Scattershot's not a dark hole, that's wildfire. And he said, no, Firehand effect. And I told him, I'm like, how does Firehand get an effect? And he was like, it was destroyed by card effect. And I was like, well, yeah, but Scattershot makes him his timing. Then he was like, no. And I was like, yes, it does. It's the effect. And he ended up telling me, like, well, I think I would know the rulings in my own deck. I'm like, obviously you don't. So that was pretty annoying. So we ended up calling an admin, which was really, I don't know, I thought that was really stupid, because I just really don't understand how he didn't understand that. And this was the worst part. So the admin, I don't know if he's on here. Let me see. No, he's something Clown. He's got Clown in his name. Okay, he's not on right now, but that's all I want to do. But his name was like the Breakdown Clown or something like that. He ended up coming in, and he was like, issue. And I said, does Scattershot make Firehand miss timing? And he said, no, it does not make him miss timing, which really made me really upset. But like it was 11 o'clock at night, so I just was not in the mood to argue with an admin at that point. So I was just really pissed because like basically admin let my opponent cheat, which was really stupid. And I know on my part, I probably should have said like appeal or something like that, but I was really tired. But I was really like just super irritated by that. And let me go in and explain, because I actually had messaged DZEF, not giving him a shout out or anything, guys, but he's a good YouTuber that knows his shit because he's a pretty big Volcanic player. And I actually messaged him directly through YouTube and asked him, hey, does Volcanic Scattershot make Fire and Ice and his timing? And I kind of told him my situation. He replies to me and he says, absolutely, it makes him his timing. And this is how. So Chainlink, if it goes by reload, Chainlink 1, your opponent takes burn damage. Chainlink 2 is the other two being sent to the graveyard. So, you ditch, and Chainlink 2 happens, so these two go to grave. Chainlink 2 resolves, it pops the Firehand, right? And then automatically it goes right to Chainlink 1 and Volcanic Scattershot burns. So Firehand's going to miss timing because because the last thing that happened was burn damage, and the first thing that happened was it being popped, it doesn't get an effect. Like, it doesn't get a chain link 1.5 or 0.5. It just doesn't get that. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty stupid that people just, or at least that person didn't get it. That was pretty annoying. But yeah, so I hope that this is pretty helpful to you guys, because as I said, this was just really annoying. Having a face on Dueling Network, like, this is just another reason why I hate dueling on here. But people on, I can't download DevPro. Not that I would, because people on there suck just absolute balls, anyways. So yeah. So yeah, that is some of the problems I've encountered, and I really want to help people out. Like, these aren't really rulings; it's just common sense. Like, I don't know why people, like, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, I would expect you to know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you're gonna argue what I'm trying to do, like, you better fucking know what you're talking about. Because I understand we may not know what everything does, but shit, if you're gonna tell me that Scattershot doesn't make Fire Emblem timing, like, you just don't fucking talk at all, because it does. But whatever. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was just absolutely fun. Just absolutely thrilling. Well, yeah, so enough about that. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll do a duel for you guys real quick. Let's go ahead and do duel. I think I put Downer Magician in here for some reason. Yep, I did. So we'll do a duel for you guys real right quick. Oops, sorry about that. We'll put Utopia. All right, close it out. All right, so let's go ahead and do a duel for you guys real right quick, if I have time. Yep, and let's get started. Oh, the guy didn't do it. Well, that's not sad. All right. Well, let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm just thinking about something real quick. Because I am doing this live, and I don't want to be getting up and having to do shit, so I don't want to be, like, interrupting a duel. Battle City decks only. Man, would I love to face that. And we are waiting. It's unknown. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Yay! And oh, there we go. Sweet. All right, so we're facing Sexy. I'll go first. All right, Sexy. Well, I like that name. Let me turn that off. Wow, this hand's just AIDS. Okay, let's draw something. Wow, this is just so bad. I also take that to hand. Been a while. I'm sorry, I don't know how to respond to that. Let's see what he's playing. Ooh, okay. Trap Stun, very nice. Ooh, I'm facing. The fuck am I facing? I totally thought that'd be Blackwings. Maybe he has another Trap Stun set, or he'll have another one in his hand, but been quite some time since I faced Blackwings. Okay. Skull Red Bird. Not be good. I'll do that. All right. Man, it's been a while since I've seen that card. Shit. Old vanilla. Draw for turn. Wow, this is just so bad. See if he's got a response to the summon. See if my declare is good, because I do have a lance. Oh, all right. Well, he's got to go. Well, what a duel that was. Let's see what my next 3 cards would have been. Well, those would have been nice to open up with. Not that lose one turn would have done anything. Weird deck, but you know I gotta win, so that's not bad. Well, we did a duel. I'll duel a little bit later on. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy the little volcanic ruling video. I hope that helped some of you out on some of the things. So yeah. All right, guys. So yeah. Thanks. Peace out.